Hi. So, I can't remember if I've ever said this online, but one of my favorite TV shows of all time is Hannibal. It's so disgusting, it's amazingly shot, it's gory, and the acting is brilliant, the music is divine. One of my favorite scenes of the TV show is this scene where Will and Hannibal have just killed a bunch of people and Hannibal has probably eaten them. And they're sitting in front of Botticelli's Primavera, and Hannibal's just sketching it, and Will walks in and they just kind of have a heart-to-heart. There's so much nuance, you know? There's this part where Will goes, you and I have begun to blur, and the background is out of focus. And oh, there's this other part where Hannibal's like sketching it, and you see that like on one of the faces, he's actually sketched Will's face on it. Words cannot describe how much I just adore this TV show. That was so disgusting. Now, let me make something very clear here. I will never paint Botticelli's Primavera, okay? It's just very complicated. It's beautiful, but it's way out of my league. Wow. Like, look at this, you know? Like, where do I even begin here? There's this kid that, like, appears to be dead and decomposing in a branch, and this woman's, like, pregnant with a bunch of flowers. I don't know what's going on with that kid. And these women are, like, having an orgy, and I'm not gonna draw that. I will not paint a butt crack, thank you very much. But anyways, long story short, I will never paint the Primavera. However, I will paint the birth of Venus. So it was the beginning of August when I said, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna paint the birth of Venus on my wall. So I cleared out my bedroom, you know, put everything out in the hallway. It was a mess. So I painted my whole wall white. And then we went shopping, you know, we got all our supplies. And then I started to paint this thing. I got as far as like painting the sky on my wall. And then I decided to just sketch out like the mountains in the background. And then I hit a brick wall. So the size of the original Birth of Venus is 1.72 meters by 2.78 meters. It's a mammoth-sized painting. It's huge. My wall is even bigger, which means I'm taking a big painting and I'm scaling it up to like an absolute unit of a painting. It's huge. So it was probably gonna take me like a year to finish this painting, you know, given how detailed it is. Like, there's so much going on. That the girl on the right, she's got like the stuff on the boobs, the necklace on the boobs, the sleeves, the ribbon on the sleeves, and then the hair with the braids and another braid. I'm gonna be here forever, and I'm gonna turn into a paintbrush, so, you know. So anyways, needless to say, I had a little bit of a mental breakdown, if you will, you know. It was getting pretty stressful, and I didn't film it because, you know, when you're having a kind of a traumatizing experience, the last thing you're gonna do is pick up your camera and say, I'm gonna film this. So allow me to provide you with a live demonstration. No! What about school? I'm gonna be here forever. Oh my God, what have I done? No! Yeah, it went something like that. So, take that how you will. So I spiraled out of control so much that at one point I was like, you know what? Screw it. I'm done making YouTube videos. This isn't for me. The stress, it's not worth it, you know? Like, I have so many other things going on in my life. Do you hear that? It's my eczema screaming for help. So essentially what had kind of happened was at the age of 19, I had retired, you know, just throw me in a retirement home, buy me an Acorn stair lift, and we're good. We can even play bingo. So anyways, that went on for about a month, as aforementioned. And then the second wave hit. The highly anticipated sequel to COVID-19, the movie, had just come out in theaters, and she was back and better than ever. Like, how does that even happen, though? After all of that social distancing, after all of the masks, after all of the toilet paper, it's worse? Like, are people just sneezing into each other's mouths and coughing into their nostrils or something? You know that doctor lady, like Dr. Teresa Tam or whatever? She shows up on TV like every day or something. She recommended that people have sexual intercourse with a mask on. Anyways, I was stuck at home, literally waiting for death. And then I saw a thing on the internet. Do you guys remember Coraline? We watched it one day in grade 2. And I literally didn't sleep in my bedroom for 6 months after that. It was so terrifying. But anyways, I'm 19 and I decided, you know what? I'm gonna watch it now and see if I'm still scared of it. So I bought it for like $1.50 off of YouTube, streaming, whatever, Netflix, it's something. And I watched it, you know, and it's going great, beautiful cinematography, beautiful aesthetic. What is that? What is that thing? When I tell you that I scream, this is literally like a sign from the universe. When people tell me that God spoke to them in a dream, this is it. This is it. So obviously, you know, I woke up the next morning with a new energy for life, and I was like, I'm gonna do this. So step 1, we need a canvas. None of the regular canvases at like these stores sell anything even remotely close to it. The biggest canvas I could find was one that was around half the size, and it was still even too small. But anyways, I was gonna take 2 of those canvases, glue them together, recover it with canvas, and, you know, just go from there. Yeah, 2 things. That's not gonna work. 2, it's not gonna work. And 3, the price. So the only option for me at this point was to just build the whole thing, which we ended up doing. We went to Home Depot, you know, bought a bunch of wooden sticks, and then, sorry, my mom is cringing behind the camera. One kiss is all it takes. Falling in love with me. Possibilities. I look like all you need. So all in all, you know, we built the damn thing. It ended up running me just $60. So you know what, ladies and gentlemen? We got them. So the next thing I had to do was cover the whole thing with this substance called gesso. It's supposed to strengthen the fabric and make it more white. That sentence just called me racist. It was the 1st of October at this point, And the realization had just hit me that for literally a month, all I had done was watched Coraline and built a huge rectangle. So first I painted the sky with acrylics, but that ended up looking like crap because I hate acrylic paint. And then I was forced to go back in with oil paints. So next, water. Hopefully these people can swim since they're all just like around water all the time, you know? Like, I hope that Venus can swim. She is literally on a seashell in the water. Actually, if she was just born, she wouldn't know how to swim, right? So I guess, I mean, probably should throw on like a life jacket or something. You know, I like to think about this painting in the following manner. It's a little bit contrived, but it's kind of fun. So Venus one day, she's just surfing on a seashell, you know, but then she's like, I want to go faster. Those half pipes are not going to surf themselves. So she calls up her two buddies and they're like, gotcha, bitch. So then they're like, I'm a huff and puff and I'm a blow your surfboard around. And then they go, right? So anyways, she's going at like 100 kilometers an hour on the water. She's just zooming, dude. But there's this like lady on the shore and she's, you know, sunbathing, fully clothed. And then she's all like, you know what? That's a naked lady in the water. There are kids here. Ma'am, no, okay, that is unacceptable. So she's like, cover your cooch. And she throws this red fabric on her. And yeah, that's the story of how the birth of Venus came to be. So at this point, I was about finished painting the two hooligans that are like flying on the left. Nothing really all that exciting happened here, except for one thing that I would like to take up with all of you. There are some things in this painting that are rather unsettling and confusing, and they make me wonder, what exactly was Botticelli thinking?